Hey there, this is Matt, and I play Adelphos. Thank you for joining us on our podcasting adventure. Due to some technical difficulties, our first 4 episodes may be quiet and hard to hear. Don't worry, we resolved the issues by episode 5, and we'll have a complete recap of the first 4 episodes available. Feel free to skip ahead, but if not, please enjoy this episode of PG-DND.
Welcome back to the PG-DND podcast. And welcome back.
It's been so long.
Okay, alright, calm down everybody. Welcome back to PG-DND. I'm your host and Dungeon Master, Jefferson Beatty, joined by...
Zane, I play Theseus. He is a paladin.
Connor, I play Vedius. He's a rogue.
Shay, I play Philwassa.
I'm Matt, I play Adelphos the Great.
So Tyson is not joining us tonight. He's out of town at a funeral, but he will be here next week. So, last time on PG-DND, after taking the Pulse Gates of Neolantis, your group was found by the leader of Adelphos and Theseus' company in the Acroan army, named Captain Faustus, who recruited you guys to join him in taking the city's temple. It was there you split up and were told to only engage with armed resistors. Upon investigating the temple, you recognized that it was a temple dedicated to a god unknown to you. And that goddess resembled the one that you saw in the fountain when entering the city. Upon investigating further into the temple, you discovered the Leonin leader who sent you on your mission, Apto, along with some of his guards, kill innocent priests and priestesses and made it look like an ambush, dropping weapons and arming them. The city soon fell afterwards. You enjoyed a little R&R, which included a bath, before you were told that you would be praised as the city's heroes by taking the gates. It was on your way to that ceremony that you learned the king of Akros, old man Anax, was killed in battle. And there's a bit of disruption among the Acroan army as to who would be the next king of Akros. Then you were paraded in front of the armies. You were praised and given much wealth. And it was there that you met all the leaders of the different military sects of Theros, the different polises and the centaurs and the satyrs. And the acting king of the Akros army, the head guard, Proteus Rhododendron, who seemed very excited upon the fact of Adelphos being included in taking the city, and seemed to take no interest in Theseus, who it appeared he knew. At the ceremony, there was some debate on whether or not the unification and treaty amongst the different people would be honored now that the king of Akros is dead. It was then that it was proposed by Apto, the Leonin leader, that you 5 would go on a mission to find Anax's only surviving heir, his daughter Apollina, who sailed into the mysterious Siren Sea nearly 2 decades earlier and never returned. It was agreed upon by the council, and you were instructed to raise some funds to purchase a boat that you would go take your adventure in. It was after that you were approached by different members of this council, offering work to make that money to buy the boat. You decided that you would take the Setessans' offer of tracking down a mysterious beast that appeared in the woods nearby their city that has disrupted the animals and people there. Before going to bed, as the party raged on, you caught the eye of Apto, who seemed to be staring at you 5 unblinkingly, and in the firelight raised a glass.
Very suspicious Apto.
I don't like that guy.
Apto.
Now we're gonna say that it's the morning after.
Okay.
But before that, you did get a lot of loot, and so you guys will benefit from a long rest. But let's say what we divvied up and who got what. you want to start, Adelphos?
I got mithril armor, half plate. It gave me 1 to my AC, and I didn't have to roll disadvantages on stealth. And I also got a +1 longsword.
Sweet. What is this? What is that longsword? What does the longsword and the half plate look like?
Half plate, I would say, would be more bronze colored, like most of the gladiators and coliseums, almost. And then maybe, like,
So actually, you received the half plate and sword, not as a trophy of your victory, but as a sign of your freedom.
oh,
I
sweet.
like it.
So,
I'm free.
so Adelphos was a slave. I don't know if that was clear in previous episodes, but he was granted his freedom by gaining this great victory. And so Proteus awarded you this complete set of half plates, which is a breastplate, greaves, and arm guards, all metal. And then he awarded you a very, very fine sword of Acros. Now the rest of you got other spoils of war. Thalassa, sorry.
I got a scimitar, and I also got an adamantium breastplate.
Sweet, which means that you crits don't work
Can't
on
be
you.
critted.
Yeah.
All right, and Vidius.
Vedius, received a hat of disguise and also a cloak of elvenkind.
Perfect
So
for your
I'm
character.
super sneaky boy now.
Sneaky boy.
Sneaky.
Theseus, what'd you get?
I received the dust of sneezing and choking, which I'm very excited to find a fun way to use. And I also have the lightning javelin, +1 longsword, and I forgot to say this, but I also have a spell scroll of 3rd level that I forgot to.
And there is a spell scroll of 2nd level as well.
Oh, really?
I thought there's 2, right? Or no, was there only one
I
spell
thought there was
scroll?
just that.
It was just the one.
It was just the one spell scroll. The spell is Fireball. So
Who
I would
would like to
assume,
have that?
but I would assume that went into the bag of holding. That's more of a group item. So, and then Tyson, we decided, or had been decided, held on to a bag of holding, which he had, and he also got a wand of the War Mage. So, y'all were spoiled in the riches that you were given as victors. So, after you split all of that stuff up, you essentially had a party. The night was lively. Nobody was partying harder than the satyrs there. But you all sleep. And actually, once the night wound down, they enclosed that big central meeting tent. And you all were invited to sleep there as your own personal tent because you were the victors of the day. And so in there go, of course, as much food and drink that you can require, along with soft bedding, and you all take the benefit of long rest. So make sure that your HP reflects such. And any spell slots or any abilities will return to you. When morning, rosy finger dawn approaches, you all awake to the sound commotion.
I go outside the tent and try and find where the commotion is coming from.
You peek your head outside the tent. Roll me a perception check.
15.
Yeah, you look outside, and the commotion you're hearing, you realize is now an army of thousands breaking camp. You guys actually slept pretty late. You're exhausted from your battle, and you see around you people taking down tents, moving equipment and armor, taking spoils out of the city. There's the sound of horses being hitched to chariots, things like that. So this is not a battle commotion. This is very much just a breakdown.
So
Tents are coming down. People are talking to each other.
okay, that answers my question. I was going to ask if it was all happening in haste.
There are some breaking camp faster than others. You, because of your perception check, can actually see that the Acroans, some of the Acroans have already left. And they are breaking camp faster than those around them. And you would assume it is because there's sort of a power vacuum in Akros right now, and kind of everybody, all the lords that kind of are in control of their armies, kind of want to go back as soon as they can to prevent anybody from maybe taking power.
Yeah.
Well, do we have people to take down the tents? I'm certainly not going to.
Well, we didn't set them up. We don't have to take them down.
Maybe we just in case, we just hurry and get our things and sneak out.
Sounds like a good Good plan.
I'm sure they can expend someone to take our
We
tents
are-
down for the heroes of
Yeah, the
Akros.
heroes of Akros or Theros.
So you collect your things.
Yes.
Okay, y'all collect your things and you exit the tent. While you guys collect your things, roll me a perception check.
A group perception.
Everybody kind of roll it because actually no. What is everybody's passive perception?
11.
Oh no.
No, that's right.
No, that's
Oh.
right.
That is.
9. You are the first to notice, Thalassa. As you're gathering your things, you see where Alondros was sleeping. He's not there. And you look around the tent. It is a large tent. Kind of look where the food is, where you guys kept a lot of your treasure. He's not over there either. But it seems that he left some of his stuff. He left actually his entire pack.
Has anybody seen Alondros?
No.
Well, he's clearly not here.
You said his pack is here.
Yes.
He wouldn't have left without that. It's got his bar of soap in it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I think we need to do a perimeter check immediately. If he left without
Oh,
you,
He might just... I looked through the bag. Is the bar of soap in there?
Bar of soap, though used, is still in there.
so no.
Dotted the
The
bathhouse.
plot thing.
Let's maybe go outside. I'm going to go outside and see if any guards can see him. Just start asking around.
All right,
I'm gonna go outside and talk to the satyrs.
Okay, we'll go with Vidius first. You go out. You're just talking to any guards. Who are you
if there's any that
specifically
are...
talking to? Because I mean, everyone's kind of breaking camp right now.
What about the guy that we
Let's see.
tried to convince before? He would know what videos.
The royal guard.
Yeah, rank.
Yeah, let's go. What was his name?
Frank.
We never got his name.
We never got his
We
name.
never got his name.
Let's call him rank.
I want to see if Faustus is around.
Yeah. So roll me an investigation or perception, whatever you want.
4.
Okay, so this will be more of a time, how long it takes for you to find him, because it is kind of crazy. And so actually, it takes you about 20-30 minutes to find Faustus. Oof. Because, I mean, everybody's... You see even, the satyrs are... No, sorry. The centaurs are packing up. You see the people from Setessa are collecting their things. Everybody's... I mean, they don't really need to occupy the city. There will be a small force left here, but everyone wants to go home. They've been here for a long time.
Yeah.
But you find Faustus, and you see he is among the Ekroans who are hurriedly gathering their things. But you can also see that the things that they're gathering is not much. You go over to kind of the worst part of the camp. It's right near where the latrines are. You can see the tents that these men are taking down are mangy pieces of cloth with many holes in them, probably used by other members of the army and passed down to them. You see it's just a ragtag group of soldiers, which you didn't really notice before because you're kind of in the middle of battle, but you realize now that this was like the dregs, this company that Adelphos and Theseus came from.
Yeah. Hello, Faustus.
Vidius, good morning.
Good
As
morning.
you see, he's packing things.
Kind of put you in the nosebleeds here, huh?
He kind of laughs and he says, well, there's perks to being an officer, but not much of being an officer of the slave corps, so he begins to gather more of his things. And you see that his things are a little nicer than theirs.
Have you seen Alandros, the little satyr fellow?
He says, no, I haven't.
Well, could you spread the word, maybe, if any of your men have seen him, or he left his bag?
You see...
He doesn't seem the type to leave his bag.
You see he kind of freezes when you say that. And he says, are you sure?
Am I sure that his bag is there?
That his bag was left and he's not here?
Yes, no, his bag's definitely
Are
there.
the satyrs here?
Don't know.
Go check. And then now we're going to cut over to Adelphos, who said he wants to go check for the satyrs. Roll me a perception check.
13.
You are sort of pushing your way through crowds of soldiers marching out of the city, and you look for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. There's no sign of the satyrs anywhere. You ask around. You ask a few people that you know would associated with them, the centaurs that are remaining, and nobody has seen them.
I just try and find him.
Okay. So you guys meet up again. I'm assuming...
I would have just been walking towards where I think the satyrs are going, just yelling Alandros' name.
You walk, Alandros, and you see that there are soldiers who are leaving and are kind of turning their heads and looking at you oddly. You call, and there's no response. Eventually, you guys bump into each other, meet back, sort of where your tent was. At this point, has now been taken down, and you notice that it's being taken down by Faustus's men.
Any luck?
Nothing.
Satyrs are all gone.
Theseus walks over and any luck?
Nothing.
No.
No sign of him.
No sign of the satyrs either.
I just want to kind of look around his bed area and in his pack and just see if anything's out of place. Like, was his bed even slept in? Just kind of want to get like a general idea.
An investigation.
Did he actually stay here tonight?
I love it. Roll an investigation check for me.
17.
Sweet. So actually, you went through his pack, but you didn't move many things.
Mm-hmm.
But you notice that his pack was sort of haphazardly laying there before you picked up. I kind of remember.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, he had this loot, not like loot like spoils of war, but loot like Lute,
Like an
an instrument.
Yeah.
You see, he had this loot that was attached to his back that's actually a couple feet away, as if it was like
Ripped off.
kicked or moved or something. And then you see a couple other of his items that were attached to the exterior pack kind of spread around, but in no particular manner, sort of, again, haphazardly.
It is troubling that we have to go on this quest here, but now we're missing Alandros. So that'll definitely put a damper on
I
it.
just don't know.
Just then, Captain Faustus approaches. He says, "Did you find him? Did you find them?"
No. And no.
Right. Well, I would talk to the Setessans if I were you. They're the ones that deal the most with the satyrs. And if it's what I'm thinking it is, it's not good.
With the Leonins last night, specifically with Apto, I remember that Alandros talked to Apto, but then Apto wasn't very happy about that.
Faustus kind of shrugs his shoulder. He said, "The Leonins are still here. If you would like to talk to Apto yourself, you're more than welcome to."
But yeah, I would like to do that. I'd like to I'd leave the tent area where we were talking to go and talk to Apto.
Sweet. So, Adelphos left to go talk to Apto because he's still there. Does anyone go with him?
Yeah, I'll go with him.
Theseus and Adelphos are going to talk to Apto. You guys want to join?
Probably. I would gather up Alandros' stuff.
Sweet. The bag of holding is there.
Yeah, I would bring all his stuff with.
Sweet.
I would make sure to not leave.
Okay.
We'll wait for you to pack it up. And then
Sweet.
He wouldn't leave his bag though. Not even, or even more, he wouldn't leave his soap.
So you guys make your way to the Leonin camp. And you see that these guys actually aren't breaking camp. You see that they're sort of casually lounging around their small huts that they have. There is a larger hut in the center of all of them, which you know to be Apto's, and two guards standing outside.
I approach the hut.
They sort of stand in front of the entrance. They say, "Who are you? What are you doing here?"
I'm Adelphos the Great. I was one of the 5 that sieged the gate. I need to talk to Apto immediately.
What is the purpose?
To find a friend.
He narrows his eyes.
Abdo, it's Vedius. Can we speak with you for a moment?
Hush! I will fetch
You
our king.
hush.
And he goes in. And then at this point, after that happened, you see that a lot of the Leonin that were lounging around sort of all kind of stand up and encircle you. And you are outnumbered. I mean, this is all the Leonin around.
Yeah.
This isn't just his personal band. You see the guard comes out. He says, "One moment." And you wait there for a second. You kind of hear some muffled yelling. You can't really tell from
Like
inside.
arguing.
Yeah, it's arguing, but you can't tell what's being said. But it's definitely muscle. But you can tell it's a heated conversation. And then you see Apto comes out, and he actually has a small scratch on his cheek. You see he's dabbing with his lion paws. "Ah, the heroes of Theros. To what do I owe this pleasure?
We were just wondering, do you know where Alondros is?
Ah, is that your satyr friend? I don't know. Perhaps partying, right? Isn't that what satyrs do?
Yeah. That's also a problem. The satyrs, they're gone.
Ah,
No
I see.
trace.
Your friend, the satyr, is missing. The satyrs are missing. And you come to the Leonin. Why is that?
I have the idea to ask you because you were talking to him, it seemed like most
Oh,
of last night.
I talked to all of you. I talked to everyone, many people. It was a party, right? I mean, you took the city, heroes of Theros. You are going on the great journey.
Can I roll an either insight or investigation
It would be an insight check
to see,
if he's
Hiding something.
hiding something or like on his mood, I should say.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Yes. Okay.
Baby.
I hate
And
this
the
guy.
DM is whispering into Adelphos'
Yes,
ear.
nobody else came here. We're
Whisper,
going to talk loudly.
I know we couldn't trust this dang
I
fool.
hate this guy so much.
I
It's
know.
such a
You know
facade.
what?
Like
He's
my
honest-
character's literally on the bridge and just be like,
You know
just
what?
drop
He's
it.
like
Loud noises!
Adaptos is like one of those guys that he's like such a good bad guy. Like you don't like him because he's a bad guy, but he's like
He's a really good.
yeah, he's a good bad guy.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I'm enjoying it.
Part of me
Okay.
kind of likes it.
So he says, well, is there anything I can do for you?
No, that was it. I'm thankful for your information. If you hear anything about the satyrs or of our friend, please enlighten us. That would be really appreciated.
It would be my pleasure to help the heroes in any way I can. Please feel free to stay in our camp as long as you want. You will have no trouble, as you see, he looks around to his soldiers, from anyone here. And at that, you see some of them kind of growl, hiss or growl just faintly and sort of like they were anticipating or wanting to hurt you, and they all kind of disperse. And he says, well, if that is all, I've got, and he points to the scratch on his face, some business to attend to in my own tent. Have a good day.
You two have to.
And may destiny and luck smile on all of you.
May the woman that give you that, may you sort that out well.
He squints his eyes at you and sort of nods his head and says, much appreciated.
Before he leaves, I do have, detect magic.
The spell, or detect good and evil.
Yes.
So that specifically detects if an area has been consecrated or desecrated, or if it has been used for malicious intent.
Okay.
It's less about people.
Got it.
So
I just was...
you can roll an insight
curious
check to
about
see what it is. Yeah. You can roll an insight check to see what's going on, but
Let's do it. 6.
you can't really get anything
Yeah.
off of him. He is who he's been around you since the beginning. Okay. Yeah, I assume you were also told by Faustus to go talk to the Setessans.
Mm-hmm.
They are about to leave. They've
Where's
broken
the
this down.
Setessans again?
They are the people that live in the forests. The ones
Yeah,
that
that's
recruited
right.
you to go take the
So-
animals.
Bella?
Yes. You guys head in that direction?
Yeah, let's go try and find
Okay.
Bella.
It'll take you a few minutes to go find them if you want to talk amongst yourselves.
I very much hate that guy. Part of me likes him, but a bigger part of me hates him. He's just too something's off.
I don't think he's hiding anything. It would have been obvious.
Besides the fact that he, planted evidence on...
Hiding anything about, I told you specifically.
About Alondros is what I'm meaning. He would have given off a bigger reading, I should say. From what I got off of him, he doesn't know.
Well, that's slightly comforting.
So now we don't have a lead.
Well, let's go talk to Bella.
So actually, the Setessans are merely, they're out of the gate and they're walking down to their ships. And actually catch them on the beach, preparing their ships to sail.
Is there a leader? of
Yeah,
the-
you know it would be Thela.
Yeah,
The-
that was
Oh,
the
yeah,
general.
yeah. Sorry.
Can I just start asking around?
Yeah, excuse me, sure.
Have you seen Bella?
Oh, yeah. He points at a relatively larger ship.
Briskly walking that way.
Yeah, you're able to find her. You see she's barking orders at her soldiers who are prepping the ship for a sea journey. They're cutting the lines that tie it to the beach. They're unfurling the sails, prepping their oars and things.
Excuse me, General.
Ah, yes. If it isn't the heroes.
Have you seen Elandros, the satyr fellow?
You see they squint their eyes as if they're trying to figure something out. And they say, it does appear you are down one person. No, I haven't. Why?
Well, he left all of his stuff. His pack was left in the morning and didn't mention anything to any of us.
You see that she gets sort of a frightened look in her eye. And she says, and you're sure about this? Did it appear that he left willingly, or did it appear that there was...
It was haste.
It didn't seem willingly. He wouldn't have left his
soap.
You see she palms her face and grabs the bridge of her nose. They say, I knew we should not have included the satyrs in this venture. They're too unpredictable, too wild. They cannot be tamed and cannot be governed. You said that you would help us in Setessa, right? With our issue?
Yes.
Yes.
Hop on the ship with us. It will be faster for you to get there.
What of our friend?
If he didn't leave willingly, there's a chance the satyrs might have abducted him. Where did he grow up, do you know?
Neolantis?
I believe it was.
So, I don't know if I asked him, honestly.
Everyone roll a history
Yeah,
check.
maybe those are gaming out.
I feel like I do remember him saying something about it, but
Yeah.
yeah, no.
I got an 18.
I got an 11.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he is from Neolantis.
They go, oh, then we do have a problem. Hop on the ship. I'll fill you in on our way.
I would like to, as we're like getting on the ship, I'd like to. I am a little concerned. I know that he left. It just sounds very contradictory. He left. I remember him saying that he left to seek out adventure, and as soon as we get hired to go on an adventure,
He disappears.
I find it very.
I don't think he left willingly.
Yeah.
Basically, his area was ransacked, for all we know.
Exactly.
He does, compared to the other satyrs, he does kind of seem like a little bit of a stick in the mud. So,
He is scholarly.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully that she can fill us in on some.
Honestly, hopefully he's alive. If not, he was a good satyr.
Just then, you hear and you see along the entire shoreline hundreds of ships being pulled out to sea. And once out several hundred yards, sails being unfurled of different colors and designs, and all of them heading in different directions. The war is now over. And as your ship pulls out to sea, you feel the waves take the large galleon, and many oars make it go swiftly into the water. And once the large green with gold embroidery sail goes down, you feel the pull of the wind that pulls you even faster as you head out into the open ocean, headed for Setessa.
No turning back now.
Don't you love the sea?
I do. It's good to be back.
Can I swim? Yeah, I can swim.
We're just like, me and the Lhasa are just like, woo!
Yeah. So
These uses.
Yeah, Vidius and Thalassa, you are right at home. You're back where you were denatured. You, being from Akros, would not have much sailing experience. Theseus and Adelphos, this is the first time you have ever been on a boat. Ever. I mean, this is the furthest you've ever been away from Akros. But you've never ever been on a ship. Even getting to Neolantis, you marched. You didn't ride a boat.
Theseus would be kind of like on the side, like he's getting a little seasick, right?
Actually,
he's kind of he's like waiting, like to see if anything comes up. He's like, "Oh, this sucks." And
Roll me a Constitution saving throw as that happens. Yes,
technically this would be the second time because remember on our first.
that's true. That's
thing,
true. The first night.
This
the
is
first
like
night
the
you were
first out to sea.
This is the first time you've been out on the open ocean.
Yeah.
The first time you were on the ship, it was just coasting on the shore. Like you were only a couple hundred yards
That
away
wouldn't be
from
much
the
rocking.
coastline.
Yeah.
Correct. It was very smooth. It was very shallow water. Out here, the waves, with the wind glistening on the reflecting of the large waves, the boat, though moving speedily on the water, does rock side to side very greatly. What did you roll on your
Do I get
constitution?
to add my constitution to it?
Yes.
Okay, 15.
Yeah, so you feel a little bit of food coming up from perhaps last night's feast, but you're able to choke it down.
Okay.
You don't get too sick.
Is Alondra's
Alondra's roll me a constitution saving
Adelphos.
throw.
Are
Adelphos.
Gosh,
Oh,
dang it.
you changed those names.
I think we do.
All I can think of is Samwise. If I take one more step, this will be the farthest I've ever been from home.
And literally on the border.
Yeah.
Just Adelphos saying that over and over and over.
If I move one more nautical mile, it will be the farthest I've ever been from home.
You said that 5 nautical miles ago.
That is 21.
Yeah, so Adelphos, you are standing at the front of the ship, wind in your face. This is not only the first time you've been on the open ocean, this is the first time you've ever experienced the sunshine on you as a free man. And roll me a religion check.
3.
You don't have any visions or whisperings, but you can feel deep down that Iroas, the god of victory, is in some way proud of you. Because not only you've been victorious in the ring, you were victorious in this war, but in this moment, you are finally victorious in your life because you're free. So you get a piety point.
Sweet.
Oh.
I probably, I don't know, sit and look out on the water. Not because I'm necessarily interested in the water, but I mean, because I am. But probably just thinking about my mother and what she would think.
You know, even with that she would be proud of you. Okay, and as you guys go forward, you see Fella approaches you. And they say, all right, we have a bit more time now. We'll take us probably until day's end before we reach shore again. What questions do you have for me?
Is that sailor talk for it'll take us a day to get there?
They're not a sailor.
Sailor.
Oh, yes, that is sailor talk for it'll take you a day to get there.
Any questions you said?
Yes.
Yes, what is a boat?
They give you a pity laugh. They say, any other questions?
Do you know anything more about this beast? That's, you had any reports what is it, near, the Summer Nexus? Is that where you're from? Is that your city?
Well, Setessa isn't like the other polises. There is not really cities or towns. We all sort of live as one in the forest. The Summer Nexus is an outpost that is run by the military to help guard the woods surrounding Setessa. There are a few civilians that live there, but it's mostly populated by my hunting band.
Any information about this beast? I know you've said it's quite impossible to track.
Yes. It is unlike anything I or any of the other hunters have ever encountered. It was originally appeared in the Nessian woods, and there it mostly preyed on animals. The Nessian woods are sort of the edge of the known world, at least from the mainland. You must get the goddess Nylia's permission to enter there and hunt the grounds.
Past the edge of my known world.
That's right. Are you not a slave?
I was freed yesterday.
I can tell. Not by the new armor, but the gleam in your eye. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You will have to get Nylia's blessing before you enter the woods.
As a player, is Nylia a god?
Goddess, yes. Nylia is the goddess of the hunt. You know, she's pretty neutral. She cares mostly about animals and hunting.
Okay.
That's really all she... you've heard stories that she's appeared to some hunters near and around Setessa, but as a person, not as her full goddess form. But those are just rumors.
And how do we go about getting her permission?
Well,
Offerings or...
you can. There's a ceremony that must be done. But first, I would hope you talk to the council in Setessa. I know I claimed that I was representing Setessa, but actually I was here on my own. Setessa is largely neutral, and, well, it was decided upon by the elders that we wouldn't go to war. And I mustered those who would. We left. And you see she looks kind of nervous.
There are going to be reparations for that.
I'm not sure, but I think it was the right choice. Whatever reparations there are will be on me. Our problem is real, and you will receive no ire for seeking out this animal. Now, what of your friend? Do you have any questions? I know your friend is missing.
It sounds more like you have
Answers?
answers.
What do you
have
know?
questions.
What do you know about the satyrs? Let me start with that.
Well, they sure know how to party. I'll tell you that. I saw them
is
going
true.
around, and they were.
Unfortunately, more than most, and the party gets quite dangerous.
What do you mean about quite dangerous?
And you see, they sit down and they say, well, satyr tradition goes very far back, and its roots seem to stretch deep, even beyond some of the gods. Now, they have changed their ways, mostly. But unfortunately, there are some satyrs that practice the old ways. There is a place called the Skola Vale. It is satyr tradition that this is where, created out of magic.
Is that myth?
They shrug their shoulders and they say, what is myth? What is truth? Who knows? Are not the gods just myths, yet we see their effects on humanity?
I have a very valid point.
The satyrs that live in the Skola Vale live wild and free. In fact, wilder and more free than the rest of the satyrs. And it is here they practice dangerous rituals.
Do you have any knowledge of what kind of rituals?
Yes, there is a thing called the Cult of Horns. Few satyrs believe that there is a rite of passage to be had by any satyr that is not connected with their true and free self. And they have been known to acquire satyrs that may not like to participate in such rituals.
And so you're thinking they gathered our friend.
I do. When I had assembled and talked to the satyrs, it was agreed that nobody from Skola Vale was even supposed to be Neolantis, but unfortunately, as you may have well known, they do not keep their promises.
Is there anything they do respond to?
Yeah, the rituals of the Colosseum.
They don't seem to be able to be reasoned with.
They don't.
Logic.
They
No,
respond to parties.
it is true. They have many revels there, very fun, but outsiders are not often welcome there. If you go there to retrieve your friend, it might be under dubious and violent circumstances. But if you're prepared to do that,
Well, this could work. And I cast disguise self with my new hat, and I look like a satyr.
you see she is very surprised. She says, what kind of thaumaturgy is that?
I found this hat that from all the spoils of war.
Oh, what a fortunate find. That will help you greatly.
And if not, I'm fine with the violent end as well.
Yes, I am
Me
as
too.
well, honestly. I feel like that very much checks out. He's not the typical satyr type.
No, from what you said, you grew up in Neolantis, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Satyrs from Skola Vale do not look kindly on satyrs that take up residences in Neolantis, especially those who were born and were raised there. They, of all, need the most introduction. I do not think that they will kill your friend. That's not in their nature. They will do some horrible things. The sooner you get to him, I think the better. The trick will be finding where the satyrs are. They are never in the same place twice. The Skola Vale is large,
Where is it?
It is north of Setessa. It will be about a half day's journey on foot after we land.
And if they're towards the north, where is where will we be searching for this beast?
To the woods of the east.
In the east, okay.
Beyond the Cypress Gate.
Well, I don't want to speak for everybody, but I feel that as much as a problem as this beast may be, I feel we owe it to Landros to not dilly-dally.
There is not much urgency with this beast. It has stayed mainly in the Nessian woods, but we have noticed a few kills just outside. Our only worry is that it will get closer to Setessa. If you need time to save your friend, we understand. It will give me time to receive my consequence and hopefully be able to help you when you do enter Setessa.
Well, I hope that they aren't too hard on you.
Thank you. And see, with that, they walk away. They walk away and go tend to the ship, make sure everything's running smoothly. And as you sail, the sun begins to rise in the sky and then begins to sink as you continue further on your journey to the Setessan coast.
While we're still out at sea, one of the nights, can I just go up to the top deck and take a bag of 100 gold and take the bag to the back of the ship and say a little like ritual, but not really in the sense, just like in making an offering and setting aside this and dump the gold off.
Who are you making the offering?
100
gold?
To Fenax.
Okay. Roll me a religion check.
14.
Okay. Roll me a d6. 1. You get 1 piety.
Okay.
As you complete a ritual that I'm sure you've done before. And it takes only about a day to sail to where you guys are going. And you see they actually land at a beach with some docks built into it. There's not really a town here, but you can tell that this is sort of where the Setessans use what limited watercraft that they have. People from Neolantis are more water and ocean savvy than people from Setessa.
Well, have we made a decision? Are we going to go for Landros first or the beast?
I would like to kill the beast.
You can do either
I
first.
feel either way will kill the beast, but I feel personally I have more ties to Landros than any of these Setessans. As much as I like them.
I think if we go that way, we'll have one more person to help us kill the beast.
So, Thela says you're welcome to travel with us to Setessa. And is there you will be able to find your way to the Skola Vale. So you don't have to get past it. You can just go straight there if you want to.
Okay. Is it in the same general direction, though?
At Setessa? Yeah, you'd have to go north. Okay. You're right kind of in the middle of it. You wouldn't go straight to Setessa. You could start by Setessa first and then go up, or you could just go straight up.
I think we just head straight there.
I think so as well. Maybe
All right.
travel with them for
Let's
a
just
day.
go.
I kind of want to travel with them for like a day if we can.
Okay.
I want to ask Bella, try and get as much information about the satyrs and kind of how they're like what their ruling system is, how their social aspects of their everything works. Try and just get as much information as I can.
Yep.
Knowing that we might have to do this sneakily, and I don't want to get stuck in a situation where...
No, so they just make camp right there on the beach. But the next morning they say, yes, you can travel with us. And for the first day, it'll take you... Oh, what?
We don't have to, if you want to get together, we don't have to sit here and go through all the satyrs.
Gotcha.
I definitely do want to know it, but maybe throughout this next week.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds great.
Okay.
You guys spend the day traveling.
3 hours worth. Just
No,
right now.
please no, I don't want to do that.
So
You're the one writing it down.
after the days of travel, the second night camping, that morning, Thela says, all right, this is where we part ways. And they don't give you a map, but give you directions as to where you're going. They say, though much of this country is wooded, you will come across a wall to the east. Follow it, headed north. Do not cross the wall, as that is the Nessian Woods. It will take you to the foot of the Oread Mountains. That is where the Skola Vale is. And you, Theseus, would know the Oread Mountains. Having been brought up as you would have been taught about Theros, geography, for tactics and things like that, in case Acros would ever go to war. There are two main mountain systems, the Oread Mountains, which is in the east, overlooking Setessa, and then the Cataphon Mountains, which are near to Acros.
Okay.
Acros is kind of in the
Cataphon?
Yeah, Cataphon. It's kind of in the Cataphon Mountains.
Okay.
So you're not like super familiar, but you know what she's talking about, what they're talking about.
Right.
Let me say that. Alright. May Nylia Karametra bless you with good travel. And you know that Karametra is the goddess of essentially life, in the sense that she's the goddess of plants and the harvest and things. And that Karametra is who they worship primarily in Setessa. Though they also worship Nylia.
Well, thank you for all of the information, for allowing us to travel with you on your ships. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.
And hopefully with another attitude. Guys, go on your way.
I don't have anything else.
Alright, so for every day of travel, I'll need you to make a survival check to see if you guys get lost or not. Your choice is, everyone can do it as a group, and it will be a pass-fail. If most of the people pass, then it's pass. If most of them fail, then it's a fail. Or you can do it on an individual basis.
Does anybody have good survival?
Does anyone? So does no one have good survival?
That's a +1.
It's yours, Connor.
+1.
That's yours.
0.
And then Matt has a -1. Okay, so it's just one person rolling?
Is that how you want to do it?
No, it's your choice.
Group.
Okay, group roll. Everyone roll me a survival check.
14.
19.
Yeah.
18.
Yes,
Nice.
you guys passed.
Nice.
You
Put
guys
it in here.
begin.
Knock on
You begin your trek northward. The forest is very dense here. You all press northward. The forest is much thicker and denser here, and the foliage is different than that of what you are used to. Specifically, the Tritons, very not used to a forest, but you men of Acros, I live essentially in a desert, an arid desert cliff. So this is very much greener, much more green. I can't talk.
Pretty much green.
Very much green.
We know it is.
There, you see more green than you have ever seen in your life. And your first day is a success.
How many days of survival?
What?
Yeah.
It will take. How fast are you guys moving? Are you moving normal pace,
Probably.
or are you moving with haste and speed?
I think we should do speed.
But we'll have to get more tired.
We have to get exhaustion
Yes.
points.
You'll have to roll Constitution saving throws at the end of each day to see if you get exhausted.
I think we should go normal.
I think it's normal pace.
Okay,
so I'm
normal
not trying
pace
to-
then.
We get there, like,
It will take you
2 points of exhaustion each.
I like Alondra, but not that.
at a normal pace. It will take you probably 4 or 5 days trekking through the forest. I mean, this is
Freaking dense.
dense forest, and it's very hilly. It is the morning of day number 2.
Dang it.
You're welcome, everybody.
Darn.
We are super lost.
We're getting
I got
lost.
an 8.
So by the end, what did you get?
One.
A 1? What'd
4.
A 1. We got a 14.
We are doing great.
So
We're from the city.
The first day we were like, man, this isn't hard at all. The
So
second day we get way too
Yeah,
high
so
of egos.
We get
the
the
first-
Vietnam flashbacks.
the first day you're able to trek fairly easily. But the second day, by the end of the second day, you haven't even found the wall yet. The first day you were confident that after maybe the first day you might see the wall. Second day happens, you haven't found the wall yet. And by where you are in the area, it's difficult to see any landmarks that could point you in the right direction, namely a mountain. You basically just have the sun to guide you, so you kind of know which way is north, but you're not entirely sure. So at this point, you guys are absolutely and totally lost, which will add another day to your travels. Essentially, days will keep adding until you roll well enough, and then you get back on track. As you guys rest, I need to know the watch you have.
Take first watch.
Take second.
Third. Fourth.
Alright, roll me a perception check.
8.
It seems to be a quiet night. You hear the sounds of some animals, mostly nocturnal ones, foraging through the night. Also some insects, but other than that, nothing. A couple hours later, you wake up Theseus.
Try to get some sleep, please. 14.
Okay. You see a faint light coming through the trees.
Is it the sun?
No.
Listen, he's never been in the forest before, okay? Give him out some credit.
Yeah,
Even though you...
Some might work different here.
You are well trained enough through military training that you know that it's too early for the sun. You know what the sun looks like when it's coming up. This is not the sun. It's way too early to decide.
Okay.
Especially because you think if everybody's watch is only 2 hours for an 8-hour night.
Do I notice whether it's like coming closer, or is it like moving like sideways? Like, has it noticed us? Do we even have a fire going? Like, would we be?
You guys didn't say you built one, so you say you don't have one.
Yeah.
And you guys have the necessary food to get you through the next 2 weeks, I'll say. Fair?
Yeah.
Okay. Fella gave you supplies enough to last 2 weeks.
Okay.
And a lot of that included food you didn't have to cook. Roll a perception check.
6.
It doesn't appear to be getting closer or further away.
Just same spot. Yeah. Could I roll like maybe like survival or check or like to like know like maybe like if it's a creature of some kind, like maybe I would know something about it. Unlikely, a 5.
Yeah, so before you left, you remember that Fella told you these woods can be dangerous, but that also the god's magic is laced almost with the roots of the trees themselves. So things could happen.
Things, just things, not good or bad things, but just things. But it could be friendly.
You know, in a certain video game,
I'm gonna wait a little bit before I wake everyone up, and so I'll just kind of hold still for a minute and kind of watch it.
It is unmoving.
Unmoving.
It's exactly the same. Well, I mean, it doesn't get any further away from you.
Or closer. Or move in any kind of way. Can I see it move? Can I see it like...
Yeah, it moves, but not a ton. It moves as if it's bobbing in the air.
Oh, okay. So I walk towards it. I'm just gonna sit there. I'm just gonna kind of wait it out, see if it moves any closer or anything like that. See.
Yeah. You wait. How long do you want to wait?
I want to wait like 30 minutes.
Yeah, nothing happens. Nothing changes.
Nothing changes.
Yeah.
30 minutes. How long were you waiting?
It's 2-hour watches.
2 hour watches?
Yeah. So it's been about the first hour.
I'll wait another 30 minutes.
An hour and a half has gone by in your watch. Nothing changes.
Just sits there.
Yep.
Okay, by then it would probably freak me out a little bit. I will wake up the next person for the next watch.
Okay.
Which is...
Thalassa.
Okay, so I'm going to go up to Thalassa and this kind of shakes her awake a little bit and keeps his voice down. And over there in the woods, there's something.
Something? What are you talking about?
It's not a nothing, but it is a something.
What is the something?
Just like a little floaty ball.
Okay, well, does it seem scary?
No, it doesn't seem scary. It just kind of sits there.
Well, you walk back with me where you saw it.
Yeah.
It's just right there in the middle of camp. It's still there, so when you get up, you don't have to move very far, but he points you in the direction it is, and you see a faint light.
And with me
bobbing
having,
slowly.
I can see in the dark better.
You got dark vision?
Yes.
Yeah. Roll me a perception check with advantage.
18.
Yeah, so it might be some kind of animal. It's not fire. And it does appear to be moving. But that's about the extent of it.
Alright, well, I'll keep an eye on it.
Okay. I don't think there's really nothing to be wary about as long as it doesn't, if it starts to move closer or anything like that, wake us up.
Okay.
For the duration of your watch, it maintains where it's at. It moves a little bit, but it doesn't move further away or closer. Please roll me a perception check.
6.
You are kind of enthralled with the light, making sure it's not going anywhere. Making sure that it's not endangering the camp. And before you can react, you hear a twig break behind you. And what's your armor class? Okay, so actually, you hear the twig snap behind you, and you turn just in time to see a large, shadowy figure wielding a hefty club swing down at you and roll out of the way. Everybody roll initiative.
I did not see that coming.
The light was a distraction.
20 to 25.
Yeah.
Okay, 20 to 15. Did anybody get? What'd you get? 16.
I got
Oh, what did
15.
you got? 15?
I got 16.
You got a 16 as well?
Yes.
You two, I'm going to play this instead of rolling off and whose dex is higher. It's up to you guys to who goes first. And it can swap between rounds. Does that make sense? You essentially go at the same time.
Oh,
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Vidius got a 15.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Adelphos.
13.
Sweet. Wow. Awesome. So, Philausa and Theseus. Who's acting first?
Okay. Yeah, he's just go first.
Okay, so Theseus, you are about 10 feet away from this person who you see he's standing behind Philausa. And he makes like a "Ugh!" as he swings down, so everybody kind of wakes up.
And when I kind of roll out of the way, I would have put up my shield.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, he misses you.
Okay, I would grab my shield and
Grab your sword or spear.
I'll grab my sword out of its scabbard, and I'm gonna.
You're going to walk up to him and try and attack him?
Yes.
So you walk, now that you're walking right next to him and kind of charge him.
I got a 11.
Okay, that hits, actually.
Oh,
Wow.
Very nice, very nice.
You lunge forward and you slash at him with your sword.
He's gonna take 13 damage.
Whoa, 13 damage, huh? Okay. And then you made a melee attack. As a bonus action, you can try and knock him over with your shield if you want.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that I can do that with a bonus action. It's been a minute since we played, man. Okay. Yeah, and with bonus action, I'll try to shove him with my shield.
Okay, so I'm gonna. It doesn't say in the handbook what happens if you do that. It just says you can attempt to do it. What is your strength modifier?
It is +3.
Plus 3. So essentially, I'm gonna have this guy make an opposed strength check against your modifier. So 13 is the DC. So plus 3 added to 10, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm just gonna roll, and if he loses that, then he is pushed. Is it 5 or 10 feet?
5 feet.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
5 feet, right?
It says that I shove the creature within 5 feet that's within 5 feet of me.
So,
you want to rule that.
my question to you is, would you rather, and this is what you're deciding for the rest of the campaign, be able to push creatures away from you and knock them prone, or deal damage with your shield when you shove them?
I would rather push them into, and not deal damage, but to
Just push.
push them.
Okay, so you'll do no damage with your shield.
But it would knock them
It would
prone.
knock them prone. Push them back 5 feet, knock them prone.
Yeah.
Essentially, you run up to this guy, you slash at him with this sword, you see it cuts him across his chest pretty deeply. He's not wearing that much armor. And he, and as he kind of is distracted by the pain of all of a sudden being hit by this bronze sword on his chest, you shove him with your shield, and he loses his balance, and he gets knocked back 5 feet, and is prone. Okay, Philausa.
Okay.
Now your turn.
So, I want to do Divine Smite. Do I do that before or after I attack?
So you just tell me that you're going to do it, and then roll and see if you hit. If it hits, you'll do an extra 2d8 damage.
So 11.
11 hits. So roll me 1d6 and 2d8, and then add your modifier to it. 13. You smite down, and as you bring your scimitar down, it glows a bright.
You're gonna change that, and I don't know.
It glows a bright purple as it comes and swings down onto him. As you stab into his torso again, wounding him very, very badly. He's now bleeding.
While he's doing that, can I, do I sense anything else in the area because I am observant?
So, yes, you actually notice there are other thugs around your camp.
Everybody, look around! There's many people around us!
You guys can't really see. You just see shadows in the trees. Because it's dark.
Protect yourselves!
They're in the trees.
So, the first guy, this guy gets up and says, He uses his move to get up. He says, "We were told it wasn't supposed to be this hard. What do we do?"
Oh.
And you hear one of the voices, you can't really tell which one, says, "Nah, stay. We gotta finish this. We were hired to do a job. We gotta finish it." And then it's now their turn. So this guy is now gonna swing at you with his club. 21 to hit. And only 4 damage. And then this guy is gonna run up. I'm sorry, Delphos, you are on the ground. You're sleeping. They're gonna roll down.
Wait, who? This guy?
Yeah, that's you, right? Where are you? Oh, well, you'll be next. Okay, so I'm gonna roll against you. He misses his first attack. And that is a 14 for a second attack.
Hits.
Okay. Ooh, he does 8 damage.
Okay.
He hefts his club and swings down on you. You're on the ground.
Okay.
This guy's gonna run up to you, Adelphos. You're prone. He's gonna try and hit you. That's a 22 to hit. And he's gonna try and hit you again. I'll roll all the damage at once. And a miss. So he hits you once for 7 damage. Okay. This guy also wields a large club. And he swings down and hits at you. This person is going to run forward. You can tell that you're pretty dangerous, judging by what you just did to his pal.
Yeah.
He's going to say, "Oi! Stop that!"
That's all he said.
Yeah.
Don't do that again.
You roll a 19. 19 to hit? Does 19 hit?
It does.
Okay. So, and then I'm going to... He just hit you once for 8 damage.
Yeah.
And then the guy in the very back is going to run forward and he will roll against you. 21 to hit and a 20 non-nat to hit.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. So that will be 13 damage.
Oh my gosh.
Because he also wields a large club and just boom, boom, hits you twice. Vidius should have gone before these guys. That's my dad. Vidius, it's your turn. I apologize for that. That was my mistake.
Okay, I'm gonna stand up.
Okay, 5 feet of your movement. I mean, half
Half of my movement.
Half your movement.
And I'm gonna pull out my hooded lantern and light it.
Okay.
So now
sweet.
there's bright light within 30 feet and dim light 30 feet outside
Okay,
of that.
that covers
So
everything for the humans.
You two can see.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's my action.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have a bonus action though you can do.
Bonus action. I am going to.
Oh, you can bonus action disengage though.
Yeah, bonus action. I'm going to disengage, and I'm just going to move right there.
Sweet.
That should be 5, 10, 15.
Yep, that works.
Okay. And
Neither of these guys hit you. It's your turn, Adelphos.
I'm gonna stand up,
Okay.
and I'm gonna put 2 hands on my longsword, and I'm gonna slash at this guy.
Alright, that's a d10 if you hit him. It's just normal hit now. You don't have to work this.
Dude, you gotta kill some of them. It's gonna get bad next round.
11.
They messed me up.
11 hits.
Yes.
No, that's 5.
5 damage. Okay. You take your longsword and you slash at him, and it kind of veers back and it grazes him on the tops of his legs. You see blood coming out from beneath the ropes.
Can I action surge and attack him again?
You absolutely can. Which one was that? That one?
Yes.
Yeah. 1 close.
Oh, you have advantage too.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he's flank. 15.
15 hits.
10. 13.
Oh, wow.
On top of the 5, so
Whoa.
19.
Okay. So 19 total damage to him.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is now top of the initiative. Theseus, Thalassa, who would like to go first?
You can go first. I went first last time.
I'll
Plus, I'm not doing so hot.
laying hands on him.
You gotta walk over to him, which provokes
Yeah.
an attack of opportunity.
So you don't have to.
No, I won't then.
That's okay.
I will just, with my scimitar I already have out, I'll try to
Sweet.
finish off that.
Oh, yeah.
19. So 6.
Oh, yeah. You, as hard as you can, swipe, and the dude's head comes off. You just cut his head off, and the body collapses. And that guy's down. Theseus, it's not your turn.
That's the bully.
Which one was the one that attacked me first?
That guy attacked you
This
first.
one
Yeah,
attacked
he
me
came up
first.
behind you. It's a cheap shot.
Oh. I am going to Thunderous Smite, the one next to Thalassa.
That's only if you hit.
Right. 9.
Yeah, it misses. So Thunder Smite is it is held on your weapon until you hit somebody.
Oh, okay.
So Thunder Smite is held on your weapon until you hit with your first attack.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So if you read the spell, I
So
think
he
it-
doesn't like lose the
Yeah,
spell.
no, you don't lose the spell slot.
That's
so it's
awesome.
on your blade until you hit. I think up to a minute.
That's extremely
That's
helpful.
way nice.
10
Yeah.
minutes. Yeah. I didn't realize that until I recently read it as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
so
then
you
I
miss.
can't use my shield
You
dash.
you made the attack action, so you
Oh,
can.
that's right. Yeah,
As long
yeah.
as you make the action.
Okay.
So you're gonna dash him with the shield.
I'm not gonna bash him with the shield. And then after, I'm gonna turn to the guy that cheap shot me before, and I'm gonna say, I found the one that I want to keep alive for now. And then I'm gonna shield bash.
All right, so he's gonna roll to see if he beats your. He does. He rolled a 14. So you try and push him with your shield, and he almost pushes you back. And you actually can tell that this is the leader, the way he looks at you. Next up is Vidius.
Okay, I guess I'm just gonna take a stab at that guy.
You have advantage, so if you hit him, you get sneak attack damage.
13.
Yeah, you hit him. Oh, that's sneaky sneak.
12 damage.
Oof. What weapon did you use?
My scimitar.
His back is facing you, and so you can see where his very, very, very poor leather armor is strapped to his body, and you just slice wherever it isn't. And he almost crumples with the pain. You can tell he is nearly out of the fight. He is so hurt.
Okay, and then I'm gonna move over to this guy, and he can't take an attack of opportunity
Why not?
because of one of my
Oh, if you hit
being a
them and you
swashbuckler.
move.
If I make a melee attack, I don't even have to hit him. If I just make a melee attack, they can't make an opportunity attack for the rest of my turn.
Okay.
So at the end of my turn, he can.
Alright,
Someone
alright.
takes it away. But
Alright. Dang.
Question.
Yes.
If I moved right there, would they still be flanked?
So, that is it for you, Vidius?
that is my turn.
Alright. It is, first guy is dead as a doorknob. The second guy is going to yell again. Ah! He just killed one of us! What are we doing? The leader says, I don't know! And this guy's gonna roll to see if he's scared of you guys. And he is. So this guy is going to disengage and begin to run into the forest. Okay, it is now number 3's turn. Number 3 is going to roll to see if he's scared. He is scared as well.
Nice.
And he is going to disengage.
Dang.
That's
Not attack of opportunity.
Disengage at disadvantage.
So is disengage not attack of opportunity?
Correct. It
You
means
can use your actions.
but it means you can't attack or anything on that action. Or dash or anything. Number 4 is going to see that one.
Leader dude.
Yep, he's the leader dude. He's going to see if he stays. And then number 5, that guy.
There is another.
Oh, wait. He stays, so he's going to make another attack.
Okay.
Does a 15.
No, it is not.
Okay.
Oh,
And-
baby, so close.
Does a 19 hit.
Oh no.
Yes, that's okay.
Okay. And then you take, 7 more damage.
I'm down.
Exactly.
I ain't got more health, man.
No, I feel like we're so weak.
It's because you're level 3s.
I know. I'm just
Once
used
we're
to
after
being
level 3, then it'll be better. 1 to 3
Theseus.
is just fight for life.
Even with your shield in the air, he hits the first time on your shield, and it kind of crumples you a little bit, and then he raises his club higher and hits you again on the shield so hard that it hits into your helmet, knocks you to the ground unconscious. Okay. So, now, number 5 is going to see if he's afraid.
Please.
And 5's right there. 5's going to stick around. 5's going to make attack against you, Thalassa. And that is a nat 1 and a 19. He only does 2 damage. Adelphos, it is now your turn.
Can I try and dash and, tackle this guy?
You run around this tree and run in front of this guy.
I'm going to try and grapple him.
Okay, make an opposed strength check.
Okay, fine. Roll a 5.
You try and wrestle this guy to the ground, but he's a big guy, so he's able to actually keep you off of him for now. Alright, Thalassa, I'll say you get to go first, because Theseus is unconscious.
Yeah.
He will still go right after you, though.
I will go do laying hands.
Alright, you're not leaving his field of action, and so it does not provoke him. You have 5 times your paladin level.
You have 15 points.
And I think you can only do it once per day.
Lay on
Do
hands.
the amount that you have.
Oh, per day? Gotcha.
Yeah,
Alright.
long rest. So I'll do 7.
Theseus, you jump up with 7.
Nice. So these two are the only ones.
You wake up. You're prone, but you wake up. Theseus, you're prone.
Feeling a little bit rejuvenated, I shake off this hit that he gave me, and I'll stand up. But on my way up, I take my sword while I'm kind of kneeling and getting up, stab up at him.
Sweet. Roll me an attack.
16.
It hits.
Oh,
Don't forget, this was a thunderous smite.
This? Yeah, it is. 22.
It's not enough to kill him, but as you come up, you stab your longsword into his abdomen. And after the blade nearly goes to the hilt, a concussive force is let out, and it pushes him back, sending him off of your sword. And he will see if he fails. He fails his fails the saving throw, so he's pushed back 10 feet. He's knocked prone, and he is very injured.
And then I will. Could I bonus action shield bash him?
Yep, you can. All right, he will roll to see if he saves. He does. This guy as well. So after you stab this guy, you kind of turn and use your shield like a fist, trying to punch this guy out. But he just kind of moves his head out of the way quickly as you swipe right over him. Okay, Vidius, it is now your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna come down this way.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm gonna come right there and take my scimitar and just try and slash up through his chest. 14.
You hit, and because you're within 5 feet of an ally, you get sneak attack.
So 12 damage.
You slash across this guy's chest. Not as deep of a wound as Theseus had made to the first guy, but it does begin to bleed.
And then I'm gonna bonus action dash.
Okay.
And take an attack of opportunity.
He swings his club down at you, and he misses.
So that's 5. That's the rest of my normal movement. That's my turn.
Throw something at him.
Okay, it's now these guys' turns.
That's all my characters. Hit
Number
people
2.
and run away. Hit people and run away.
Number 2 is this guy, and he is going to now use his dash action, and he runs deep into the forest. You lose him. I'm sorry. It was a good attempt, but he's gone. This guy, he's just going to use the disengage action again. Try and run away from you.
Try.
Yep, try and be. Fourth guy's turn. This guy, tear in his eyes, gets up. And then the last guy is going to stay. He's pissed. He's standing by his decapitated friend's body. And he's going to try and take a swing at you. Misses. And then a 21.
Yeah.
21? Yeah, hits.
Yeah.
Okay. And And you take 3 damage. He hits you again with his club. Bashes against your shield. Hurts your arm. Adelphos, it's your turn.
I'm gonna try and grapple this guy again.
Alright. Opposed strength.
15.
He rolled a natural 20.
Gosh, that guy.
This guy is, again, you go to tackle him, he just keeps you off of him.
You chalk it up to adrenaline.
Seriously.
In fear.
Try
Okay.
running again.
Theseus, it's not your turn.
Okay.
You do have a spear. You can throw at him.
Does my javelin, what reach is it? Just 5? I have to be right next to him.
No,
Or is it
no
10?
5 is thrown. 5 is 60.
feet.
Yeah, 60 feet for javelin.
Okay, so I'm gonna run just a couple of feet back to my like where I had my bedding and such, and grab my fumble around for my javelin and chuck it over at the leader that's running away.
Okay. Are you using your lightning ability or no?
I'm not.
Okay, you're just using straight javelin?
12 hit.
Yeah, 12 hits.
It's 8 damage. 3 plus 5.
Yeah, yep. 8 damage. You throw this javelin, and it sinks into the back of his shoulder. And he turns, crumples to the ground, and then gets back up slowly. He is so close to being dead. So close. Okay,
I'll chase him.
Thalassa, it's now your turn.
No.
Future notes: shoot to kill when using the javelin of lightning.
Thalassa, it's now your turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna do the same thing. Just grab my scimitar and try to attack the guy in front of me.
Sweet.
18.
Yeah, it's
4.
Dice reads
4
10.
damage. Okay.
Only reason I asked because I knew he was the leader. I didn't know if he had a higher.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
This guy is still... He looks pretty beat, but he's still in the fight. Alright, Vidius, it's your turn.
I have a short bow.
Oh. Because you can specify non-lethal damage if you want to. Maybe
Do I have disadvantage on range attacks if I shoot him with a short bow from right there?
No.
Okay,
It's more than 5 feet away.
It's only if you're within me.
Correct.
Okay, then I am going to
You
Same as
sprint
I am gonna
through the
sprint.
trees.
fast as I can.
60 feet, running back past Theseus,
You're
past Thalassa, until you're just behind him as he just got up, getting ready to run
And
again.
I want to specifically do non-lethal damage.
Okay.
I just want to shoot him right in the back of his knee.
Sweet.
Oh,
Okay, do it.
Just try to ink.
that
12.
hits.
Yep. You knock your arrow, aim it at the base of his neck, which you have so often done, and then, thinking better of it, at the last second you point it down, release your arrow. Ah! He screams in pain as he grabs his leg, which now has an arrow going clean through the back of his knee, through the front of his knee.
Oh.
I've always wanted to do that.
Ah! 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 It is now the guy's turn. This guy disengaged. You got it this time, Matt. No. This guy, let's see if he still runs. He is tired of you trying to hit him. Oh yeah, he runs. So he disengages after he just
You're screaming in the distance from his leader.
Yeah, he runs away.
Tries.
Leader is down. Leader said he can't do anything. It's up to this last guy fighting Thalassa. He's going to roll with disadvantage because he realizes he's the only one left in this camp with you two. Okay, yeah. So he is going to disengage
Alright.
and begin to run away.
I've tried.
Adelphos, it's now your turn.
I'm not gonna try and attack this guy. I'm just gonna try and decapitate him.
Okay.
Or
You're just trying to kill him.
16.
You hit him. How do you want to do this? He has 1 hit point. You don't even have to roll damage.
No, he was so close. I'm gonna stop in front of him, and I'm just gonna push him back. And I'm gonna halt him almost. I'm gonna be like, sorry, you wouldn't comply, and then just stab him right in the chest.
Yep. So you stand in front of him. He gets in a position like he's gonna get ready for you to grapple him again, kind of with a smirk on his face.
So
And you just kind of shake your head and just stab him in the chest with your sword. And he looks so surprised.
Playing with your food.
Yeah, he looks so surprised that you didn't try and tackle him this time. He was so ready, and almost like a Et tu, Brute, like, why? He looks at you like, why? He slides off your sword and falls on the ground.
So it's like a certain movie when it's like...
So, he's gone. He's done so.
Poor guy.
Okay.
It's such a good fight.
Velocity. It's your turn. Do you want to pursue this guy or let him run?
I'm going to throw my trident.
Alright. I think it's 20 feet.
20 feet, 60 has disadvantage.
Yeah. So so you move just a little closer
Do it.
to get into range.
Do it.
17.
Yeah, you hit.
7.
This trident hits him in the leg, and he is so hurt. Okay.
Don't grapple
Theseus,
it. It
it's your
doesn't
turn.
work.
Let's see, this guy's down for the count. I'm just gonna casually walking over to the guy that the leader
Okay.
as he's down on the ground and just
Sweet.
look at him and wait for
Alright.
patiently.
We'll do talking after.
I gotta really.
He's screaming, ah, ah, ah. Okay.
Pull the...
Didius, it's your
thing
turn.
out.
Okay, so I can get up to him.
Yeah, you can.
The person that I was
Can I instead of attacking him with my weapon, can I run up and full sprint try and kick the trident into like a tree?
What do you mean?
And
through
like
his body.
like you said it's in his leg, right?
Yeah.
Can I like run up and try and kick it, or is that too like I wouldn't know? I guess I wouldn't
You
know.
can
that he
certainly
did
try.
it. All right, I'm just gonna shoot him or attack him. I
Yeah,
guess. I'll
'cause
run
you
up
get-
and just.
Because you're a swashbuckler.
I feel
sneak
bad.
attack.
I'll just go right for his base of his head. Feel bad for this guy.
Really? I feel bad about the guy.
15
Yeah.
plus stuff.
Yep, you hit him. So 3d6 damage.
6, 12.
Yep, he had 7 HP.
Yeah, I'll just make it quick.
Yeah, so you actually aim for his neck, because he'll bleed out quicker than anything else.
Yeah.
And rather than cutting his head completely off, you just real quick with your scimitar slice the front of his neck. You pull the trident from the back of his leg and walk it back to camp. Would you like to bring this guy back into the camp where you guys are, where the light is? Because now it's a dim light out there.
We turned things around on that real quick.
Yeah,
Still mad that one guy got away.
Is he just down? He's not like out cold.
No.
He's just can't move because he has an arrow through his knee.
Correct.
And a yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
A javelin in his shoulder.
Yeah.
Pull it
Okay.
out of him.
Yeah. So I go up to him, and I grasp my hand around my javelin, I pull it out of him, and I grab him by the leg that he's been shot in, and I drag him over to camp.
Oh, you just you drag him to the center of camp.
Can I just make
In
my
the
way
light.
back to camp?
Yeah, everyone makes their way back. We're out of combat.
Finally.
And then as
Finally
I
got
put him
the guy.
there,
At least you got yours. Mine got away.
Oh yeah, that's right. Legend has it he's still running.
It's alright. He's probably not going to make it through the forest by himself, if we're being honest.
Okay.
If
That
he
guy's
couldn't do
screwed at
it,
this
then
point.
he can't either.
Alright. This guy is sitting there with his arrow in his knee.
now that I have him and I've drug him into camp, I am gonna kind of kneel on top of his chest. And
Excuse me.
Death would be much too easy for you. We have questions.
Anything? I'll answer anything you want.
What do you mean you had orders?
What do you
That was
mean?
funny.
What do you mean I had orders? We were hired.
in the middle of his sentence, I twist the arrow.
Ah!
Who hired you?
The Leonin.
Grabdo?
He looks confused.
Which Leonin? What's their name?
Well, he never gave his name. He runs the casino in Neolantis. We were supposed to shake down the satyr and all the guys he was with. We heard he was a hero of Neolantis.
Did this Leonin have a scar right here?
No.
Scratch?
That was really
Scab?
No.
Stitches?
No.
Yeah, I don't think it's a totally different.
It's a
It's not
totally different-
Aptos. He's from a casino over.
What's-
He's a freaking mafia boss here.
What's his name?
I told you. He didn't tell me his name.
What's
Well,
the casino's name?
Well, persuasion. Well, intimidation check with advantage.
Persuasion? Or what do you say?
Intimidation.
14.
Yeah. He goes, as Theseus twists the arrow, he goes, it's called the Lion's Den!
That's cool. That's cool.
That is clever.
Is there any more men of yours out?
He looks at the decapitated man within the clearing. He goes, well, some of them ran, but by the sound of it, it didn't seem like many of them made it out.
How many are there?
Alive now? I don't know. How many did you let get away?
So was it just you 5 to begin with?
Yes.
What does he want with the satyr? What business does he have with him?
The satyr owes him money. Lots of it. He promised us to cut if we shook him down and brought him to him.
Do you know where the wall is?
What?
I kicked the arrow
So
into.
lost.
I kicked the arrow deeper into his leg.
Okay, I mean, it's already clean through the leg.
Well, I kick it farther then.
Okay. Ah! The wall of Meltis. Yeah, I know where it is. It surrounds the city of Meltis.
Not that wall. My mistake, and I pull the arrow back.
Please, just kill me.
Are there any other questions that we want to ask this guy?
Can't think of any.
Were you the only group that were
I don't know.
Are you sure? As I
I'm
put
sure.
the hand on the
I'm
arrow.
sure. I don't know. He wouldn't tell us if
Wait,
we
is
were
this-
or not.
Is this a gambling debt?
Yeah. Well, it's a casino. No, it's not a gambling
I
debt.
step on his leg.
Ah!
There's no stupid questions.
This is a safe place where safe questions can be asked.
Will you please just kill me?
We done here?
It's the Lion's Den. It's a casino. Gambling debt. Lots of money.
How much are we talking?
We're talking 200, 300, 400 gold. I don't know. More than that, maybe. He promised each of us 50. I'm sure that's only a percentage of what he owes him.
Theseus asks him how well he knows the area. Here, where we are.
Not well.
How'd you find your way here?
You're not coming out as very useful to us, and I really think you should.
What? Okay, sure, I know
I
the
feel
area.
like he wants to die.
I know the area so well. Will you kill me now?
I say we leave him here.
That's
exactly- No,
Let's tie him up
I'm
and
just-
just leave him.
No,
Honestly.
No, let's
please.
just pull out.
Death would be too easy.
Let's just pull out the arrow and then just leave him.
No, please. Please don't. Please don't.
Oh,
Let's
just
now
name-
you don't want to be smart, huh?
I'm not smart, sir. No, that's why I'm a thug, sir.
What other
I beat people up for money, sir. It's not smart.
Yeah,
not
does that
smart.
make your mama proud?
My mom's dead. She beat me up for money and then beat me up for money. Sir.
It's a terrible cycle, and you didn't think to stop it.
It's learned behavior.
I don't know what's going on right
I was
now.
going to say you should go see Father Lucian, but then I realized that's a different campaign.
So what do you guys do?
I say we kill him.
What time of night is it now?
It's the morning time now.
It's the
The sun's
morning.
about to come up. Yeah.
Theseus, you want the honors.
No, I won't.
You want to do it?
Theseus was chasing him the whole time.
I say we just leave him here. I'm not gonna.
What other information would be useful to us about said gambling debts and location?
This guy's really, you see, he has lost so much blood. And he is so hurt. And the pain is so distracting him. And you can just see the desperation in his eyes. And he's like, all I know is that he owes the Leonin a bunch of money. And that he allegedly signed up to the military to be paid to pay the debt off. And then he never came back. The war was over. The people from Neolantis came home. And he wasn't there to pay the debt. So we were sent out to find him.
And he said he doesn't know the name of him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. And I stab him.
Alright, you kill him. You see sweet relief. The look of relief comes across his face as you stab him. And that's where we'll end our session.
Hey, do you love everything D&D? Be sure to subscribe to our TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube for updates. We're also on Patreon. For only $2 a month, you can get loads of exclusive content, including our after show. Thanks as always, and we'll catch you next week on PG-DND.